fabulous live blood pre-registrants. Well, I want to tell you that it is time to register for real. So if you pre-registered for live blood, then it's time for you to go back to liveblood.me and create a registration. So you sign up and then you register, and you need to fill in all of the fields now so that you enter the portal. And the portal is there for you to get organized and be prepared for the time when perhaps you need to deal with the medical fraternity, you need to deal with medical authorities, you need to medical care in a hospital system, or you need surgery, or you want to be prepared for an emergency. And we know that right now, for people who pre-registered in Liveblood, that is a matter of extreme importance. Blood is the very source and thread of life. It carries all the nutrients around your body, it carries the oxygen around your body, it makes your heart beat, and the quality of the blood that goes into your body, if you're in the dire situation where you need blood for the sake of your life, then the quality of it is of absolute importance. There is a lot of studies coming out now about blood degradation through storage, and so the direct donation of blood becomes ever more important. And we know that for almost everybody, if not everybody who's signed up to Liveblood, that the matter of the COVID-19 vaccination and other vaccinations has become of extreme importance, and people want to know that when they've made that choice to have bodily integrity over what goes in their body and bodily autonomy as per their human right, that includes products that have been put into other people's blood. And so much as we are currently living through a situation in New Zealand and Australia and England and France and Canada, various countries are actually playing a kind of hidden game about refusing to give direct donor blood to people who request it. Now, this is unheard of in the past until very recently. In fact, until months ago, you could talk to your surgeon and say, I would like direct donor blood, and that is what they would agree to. There is some kind of underground messaging going on, whereby in these particular countries, there is just a flat out refusal to give people that human right. And the blood and organ services are colluding in this. It is wrong, it is illegal, and we will make sure that we have that right reinstated. You might say, okay, well, why do I sign up to Liveblood in the meantime? If you live in one of those countries and you know that even if you ask for direct donor blood right now, they're going to deny it to you. There are many reasons for that. One is we must come together and we must fight this, and we will, and Liveblood is actively doing this. The other is that you also need to be ready for the eventuality that you do need blood before that is reinstated. In the Liveblood portal, there are a number of documents that you fill out, and one of them is your advance directive, and this tells the medical fraternity what it is that your wishes are, and that is a legal document in all countries whereby they are compelled to follow that. And I also want to point out that in most countries, actually, direct donation of blood is a legal, is protected in the law. And that there are thousands and thousands of hospitals around the world who do direct donation blood, and that this fallacy, this myth that they've invented that somehow direct donor blood is not as safe as the blood that is in the blood bank is absolute and 100% rubbish. That in many countries, it's the only way that people can have blood. And if we take New Zealand as an example, certainly blood in the blood bank is is donated blood, actually. And that blood is sent, the plasma is sent to Australia and processed into blood products, and therefore becomes subject to storage lesions. It is just not as healthy as good fresh blood, and in our case we want to know who it comes from. So it is very, very important. In the portal you also get to choose advocates. Now this is an immediately usable function. We'll be teaching people how to become effective advocates, but your advocate is someone who understands your advance directive. If you are in hospital, which actually a friend of mine recently got admitted to hospital, she couldn't breathe properly. She was actually treated quite badly when she got there because she's unvaccinated, and had to be incredibly staunch. Now, some people don't feel incredibly staunch when they're at their most vulnerable, when they're feeling sick, or when their body is at risk. And that's where your advocates come in. Now, we have this gorgeous jewelry, which Liveblood members can order. You don't have to, you get a card anyway with the same information, but this is sterling silver. You can get it in sterling silver, or you can get it in stainless steel. On the back of it, it has your advocate phone numbers. And that means that in an emergency, or when you're in the hospital, the medical staff, they can check who your advocates are and give them a call. You will have given your advocate access to your advance directive, and they can be that spine, that strength, that courage at a moment that you might not feel able to do that. So it's really a protective thing at this time of medical tyranny in the world, where actually the medical system, they've sacked all the people who felt very strongly about medical autonomy. They have actually sacked those people. They've eliminated them out of the system. So you need people who will protect you and protect your rights and stand for what you want if you're in the unfortunate situation of having to deal with that system. What else am I going to say? So the other thing is, so you get to choose your advocates. There's a system in there. You get to be an advocate. Obviously everybody can't be a donor. That's the case anyway. We follow all of the New Zealand Blood Service or any other blood service regulations. In fact, ours are even stricter because, of course, if you're choosing donors in the Liveblood portal, you're going to be choosing people who are unvaccinated, as well as all of the other limitations on why people can and can't donate blood. Also, we, in the meantime, until they reinstate our rights to request direct blood donation, Liveblood has a crowdfunding facility. This is like a unique insurance policy. It means that if tomorrow you find out that you need to have a surgery that could require a blood transfusion, we can all pitch in and we can send you somewhere where your human rights will be respected. You can have direct donor blood, and you can have your op in a first-class facility. You do get to choose your donors according to blood type, according to region. And this is important because when you're dealing with blood services, they're not happy if you know the person who's donating to you. Unlike many, many countries that actually particularly request family members to donate. And in fact, that used to be the case here. I don't know if you saw my interview with the woman who was asked by the hospital to be the donor for her baby some years ago, and she shared that story. You also, Liveblood gives you access to advice what to do in a time when you are faced with these things, which many people feel at sea about right now. So please go in, sign up. It does cost $60 to join Liveblood, and it is really money well spent. If you're a member, you want to know that everybody's been vetted. Well, that takes time, energy, and money in order to vet everybody effectively, to process everybody. And just to contribute to something that's in service to you. So it is money well spent to be prepared. And what else can I say? You're going to get a medical alert card. So part of that is you're going to be issued with a card that has your donors and your advocates on the card. And yeah, so I encourage you, if you're a pre-registrant, get on there, liveblood.me, and sign up again, and then register and go through and fill in your forms, and you get to choose your donors for the moment when our rights are reinstated. You get to choose your advocates, you get to fill out your advance directive. This is all really important. And you can get teas and you can get jewelry, and these are really useful because you can see it's got the emergency services symbol on there. So that's part of their protocol, is they always check if people are wearing jewelry, what's it got on it, what is it telling them, and it helps guide them in that time. So blessings on you all, and just wanted to let you know that this fabulous portal is ready for you. It's worldwide. You can tell all your friends and family across the world that this is available, and there are many countries where you can have direct donor blood already, and so they can utilize that donor section immediately. And for those of us who are not that lucky, we can have advocates and we can be ready to deal with it, and we can do crowdfunding, and we can make sure that you don't take anything into your body that you don't want in your body. See you later.